Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the match on WWE 2K25. This one is triple threat action as the debuting version of El Grande Americano on the game takes on Mr Iguana and Curryman. Yeah, so El Grande Americano was just released on the game yesterday, so looking forward to utilising the correct version. There was quite a few cores around for him, but they weren't fantastic, so to get this version I think has been really cool, and we'll get the chance to see how he looked properly in the game with his correct attire, entrance, moveset, all that sort of stuff. But first of all, the Iguana himself, Mr Iguana. Mr Iguana. Currently had 6 matches so far this year, currently sits on 0, which isn't terrible to be honest. I mean, that's sort of roughly where I expect him to be, either around about the 0 mark or in the low minuses. I don't think he's ever going to be one of the top guys on a roster, but it depends who you put him up against, doesn't it, really? As I said, the likes of CM Punk has had a terrible year. He's had a terrible year because he faces the best of the best, whereas Mr Iguana is facing his own sort of level. I mean, CM Punk's never going to get a match against El Grande Americano and Curryman, I doubt. Then again, if CM Punk continues to collapse the way he is, maybe we'll get an opportunity against Curryman, because that's where he's going to be level-wise, but there you go. Next up then, we have got El Grande Americano. Interesting this one, because he was created as this sort of... It's mad, isn't it? The way he was created as this sort of over-the-top sort of... almost like parody of Lucha Libre wrestling, and now he's become one of the most over guys in AAA, and they've now turned him into a face recently, I've seen. So, yeah, pretty outstanding, to be honest, to see how things have changed around there. El Grande Americano is currently on 0 after 2 matches. So yeah, his 3rd match in our universe mode. His first match with the real version of him on the game. The problem is this is the Chad Gable version, and it sounds, from what I've seen, knock around online, I don't think Chad Gable is going to come back to it, because it sounds like the WWE are very, very impressed with the way that he is being portrayed at the moment by... I've forgotten his name now. The German geezer. So yeah, whether Chad Gable gets an opportunity or not in the future, I don't know, to be honest. But we'll see how it goes. And then finally, we have got the man who is hot. He is spicy. This is Curryman. He's had 1 match in 2021. We haven't seen him since. So a big opportunity here today for him. His first match in 4 years to show exactly what he can do. In that 1 match he's on 0, so I'm assuming he must have got an elimination and then was eliminated. So I would guess this might be his first ever opportunity at a singles match. I would assume that what we did a long time ago probably would have been some sort of gauntlet or battle royal or Royal Rumble, something along them sort of lines. But yeah, big opportunity then for Curryman to show what he can do. Right, let's get into the action. It's a bizarre lineup. It wasn't one that immediately came to mind when I thought about this week, to be honest with you. But, I mean, we need to do some Iguana matches because he's a very popular man. And El Grande Americano being released out of the blue yesterday as well, because I know we were expecting him soon, but I thought he was coming as part of the upcoming DLC pack, which is not due out for a couple of weeks. But the fact they released him early means that we can use him early. Doesn't mean I've got to create and squeeze more bloody matches in, like, but it is what it is. I mean, it's not fantastically easy to squeeze him in here and there either, but we'll see what we can do. I'm trying to do a smaller schedule than what I've done the last couple of weeks, just because the last couple of weeks have been absolutely brutal, how many videos I've been making. It's not gone as well as I planned, but it is better than what it has been. Instead of doing 5 or 6 matches a day, we're down to sort of 3 matches a day, hopefully, this week. Apart from Saturday and Sunday, which are pretty hectic because I decided to do a hardcore championship tournament. And then next week, again, we're down to 3 matches a day, again, apart from Saturday and Sunday, which, again, are pretty hectic. But hopefully that'll be fine. And then hopefully within the next couple of weeks we can kick things off with the Latin American Championship Tournament. I've got some of that already sort of lined up for what I want to do. I've got some names suggested by ChatGPT. I just have to go through it with a fine tooth comb, really, and make some decisions on who we are going to put in there as permanent placements, I suppose. Is the best way of doing it. Because El Grande Americano is not currently in there, and I do want to put him as part of the tournament. I think it'd be fun. Even though he really isn't Latin American, is he? So I don't know. Where is El Grande Americano billed from? That would be the decision. El Grande Americano. He does have his own... Okay, so there are... Ludwig Kaiser, that was him. Okay. So 4 people have played him so far. We've got Chad Gable, Ludwig Kaiser, Pete Dunne, and Tyler Bates. Ludwig Kaiser. The Gulf of America is where they're billed from. Okay. And I think the Gulf of America is technically... Who owns it? Who owns the Gulf of Mexico? Okay, the Gulf of Mexico / Gulf of America is not owned by anybody. The United States directly controls the waters of the Gulf. Okay, so he's not technically... I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Does El Grande Americano technically count as Latin American? I know he is a luchador, but is he more suited to maybe the United States Championship rather than the Latin American Championship? Nice German suplex onto the steel chair there by Curryman. So still 2 more matches left for you today after this one. We're going to go from this bright, vibrant, gimmick-laden triple threat straight into Matt Riddle versus CM Punk in an underground match. So sort of real 0 to 100 that one. And then our main event of the day, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns and Batista in a 4-way elimination match. The winner of that one will go on to face off against Malachi Black for the SWE World Heavyweight Championship on Sunday. Sunday. Also this week, so we've got a few things going on. We've got the number 1 contendership tag team tournament, which you've seen the first match of already today. We have got the Hardcore Championship number 1 contenders tournament, the Road to the Funk, which will be on Saturday and Sunday this week. But also we have got we've got a little mini cruiserweight contendership number 1 contenders tournament-y thingy-majiggy going on as well. 2 matches, one Wednesday and one on Friday. The winners of those 2 matches will join Sammy Guevara in a triple threat on Sunday for the pay-per-view. So the first of those matches will be Vikingo representing AAA, Leon Slater representing TNA, Javon Evans representing NXT, and Rey Fenix representing WWE. And then the Friday match is Leo Rush representing TNA. We got Octagon Jr. representing AAA, Wes Lee for NXT, and Dragon Lee for WWE. Nice poison rider there by Mr Iguana onto the steel chair on El Grande Americano. So enough for a 2, no, 1 count even. Look at that reverse there by Iguana, grabbing away at the kendo stick as well, right across the back and the spine of Curryman. All 3 guys now back on their feet inside the ring. Now this is for nothing really, just ranking points. Of course, being a triple threat, it's worth good ranking points. The winner will walk away with 3 bonus points, so 1 for the win and 2 extras for beating multiple opponents at once. And the 2 losers, of course, will drop down -1. I mean, in fairness, none of these 3 guys... Then again, I don't know. I mean, Curryman and Mr Iguana, as I said before, I don't see either of them really being the biggest names. I mean, if they both end up towards the bottom of the ranking system, I don't think it's the end of the world. I think that's probably where they should be in terms of things. I'm not saying they're bad wrestlers. I'm just saying in the grand scheme of things, they're not going to be fighting for world championships, are they? But they are still very useful for what they are. El Grande Americano is a little bit different at the moment now. I mean, he's a main event player in AAA. So maybe he is somebody who this would be a very beneficial victory for. Mr Iguana now in with a tornado, head scissors, takedown. Maybe we need to do El Grande Americano versus Hulk Hogan. Oh, he's got it. Mr Iguana's pulled off the win. No way. Just out of nowhere. I wasn't even paying full attention. I was looking at the ranking system. Mr Iguana has pulled out the victory. Curryman then drops down to a -1 after 2 matches. El Grande Americano moves down to a -1 after 3 matches. But it's Mr Iguana who has been a lot better than anyone expected, I think, in this universe mode. With that victory, then moves himself up to a +3 overall. And at the moment, the team of Mr. Iguana and Joe Hendry as Joe Exotic is in the lead in our poll for who is going to be facing off against Rated RKO at the pay-per-view on Sunday. So keep an eye out for that. If you've not voted on the poll so far, only 5 people have because it's only been up for a couple of hours so far. So if you've not seen the poll, make sure you go and vote on that one. It's Joe Exotic, Joe Hendry or Mr. Iguana, Punkhausen, CM Punk and Danhausen, the Fast Food Fiends, Nino Hamburguesa and Curryman, or Team America, Mr. America and El Grande Americano. Those are your 4 options to fight off against Rated RKO for the Tag Team Championships. If it is a draw, we will pick everybody who is leading that draw as multiple opponents, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? If 2 people finish on the same amount of points, it'll be a triple threat. If 3 people finish the same amount of points, it'll be a 4-way. If everyone finishes on the same amount of points, then it's just a mess, isn't it? But we'll figure it out. Anyway, that is it for this one. A bit shocked here, to be honest. As I said, I thought El Grande Americano would be the man to come out of this one on top, but it is Mr. Iguana who has been victorious and got himself a good chunk of ranking points. The Iguana himself, I don't know how many more matches he's got planned in. So he has got another match next week in some sort of animal-style match. Mr. Iguana, Shark Boy, and Prince Puma will be battling away. I mean, Prince Puma's got to be the massive favourite for that one, but who knows. Anyway, then, I shall love you and leave you. Good night. God bless. I'll be just saying I'll see you all later on as CM Punk probably going to lose again, this time to Matt Riddle.